I'm not where I want to be right now in my life. I know that feeling. I had a client say this to me just this morning. It's such a sticky place to be sitting there in your life, wishing for more, wishing for something different, frustrated that you're not where you thought you would be at this age or at this point in your career or in your relationships or whatever. But here's the thing. Focusing on not being where we think we should be is really just pulling you out of where you are. And chances are your perception around this is a little bit twisted. What you're doing when you are focused on not wanting to be here is that you're resisting what actually is. And that resistance of your career path or your circumstances in general, that resistance of accepting the truth of what is really happening right now is actually pulling you out of your ability to make a change. If you're living in a city that you don't want to be in, feeling that resistance around even acknowledging that you want to move, all you're doing is ignoring your own inner guidance system. The same inner guidance system that is going to take you toward the things that you want. Do you hear what I'm saying here? The resistance is pulling you away from the inner resources that you have to make the thing that you want. So the resistance to what's happening now, your rejection, your denial of your emotions around it, is the very thing that is actually preventing you from getting the thing that you do want. What? Right? This is an inside game. If we're looking externally, we're never going to be satisfied. For example, if you're measuring your success based on someone else's definition of success, if you are using the measuring stick of capitalism to measure the success in your career or your financial wealth or having the house and the car and the whatever, the life, that the American dream, if you're using that as your measuring stick and it's not authentic to your inner compass, I promise you'll never be happy because that measuring stick is a mirage. It's fake. Every time you get to near the end of the measuring stick, near the end of what we call success, then that measuring stick doubles in size and you're never going to reach the end of it. I implore you to use the internal measuring stick because that one will continue growing, but it will grow with you and you will be able to remain in a state of satisfaction and fulfillment and excitement and passion and self-love and celebration for as long as you measure with it. And so what I'm saying here is go internal and ask yourself, like, what are your values? What do I value in my career? What do I value in my relationships? What do I value in my own mental and emotional health, my personal growth and development, my inner world? And use my internal values to ask myself, am I living my life in a way that's aligned? Am I allowing the truth of the reality that I'm living in to sink into my awareness so that I can check in with myself and say, you know what? I've been living out of alignment here and I can do these things to get back into alignment. Or I've been really living in alignment here. I want to celebrate this, amplify it. It's going to help you tune into that inner guidance system, that compass. And that's going to make a huge difference in living a life that feels so good and rich and exciting and rewarding. And yes, we are complex emotional creatures and we can have a paradox of emotions all at once. If you are so done living in the city that you are living in and you want to move and you finally check in with that compass and you're like, okay, this is the aligned decision, but it's scary. But it means I'm going to say bye to all my friends here. But it means I'll miss out on future experiences with them. That's okay. You will always go through a grieving process when change happens, even if that change is quote unquote good, even if it is constructive in your life, even if it is the most aligned, empowered, authentic decision for you. There will be a grieving process as you make big life changes because you're saying goodbye to something, and that's okay. Simultaneously, you can also enjoy the unfolding of stepping into a more aligned life. Grief process is a gift, and it means that you are touched in deeply with your emotions, and you can celebrate those things that you're leaving behind. You can reminisce on those memories and feel the gratitude, and simultaneously feel a little sad at leaving them all behind, knowing that you are stepping into a more aligned version of your life. Grief is a gift that you give yourself. Because what's the alternative? The alternative is denial, ignoring it. And when you numb out and shut that emotional center down, you are also shutting down your inner guidance system. You cannot access joy and resonance, alignment. You cannot access the good vibrations in your body if you're numbing out the ones that don't feel good or that are uncomfortable. If you numb out grief, if you numb out sadness, if you numb out fear, you are also numbing out your inner guidance system. Let the fear bubble up. Look at it. Sit with it. And then recognize where it's coming from. Is it coming from something old when I was a little kid that isn't really serving me anymore? Is it trying to keep me small and safe? Is it just my ego doing its job? Survival? Or is it a realistic warning that, like, quitting your job and not having any plan and moving without any kind of forethought, and it's a little scary because you haven't really thought it through? That is like, well, maybe that's a pause. Maybe it's telling you to slow down and figure some things out before you just jump off the cliff. Maybe it's saying put on your parachute or grab the rope before you jump. Whatever it is, but you have to tap into that. And by denying one side of your emotions, the difficult ones, you will also deny the alignment and the wisdom that your body has to offer. All right, if this is making sense, if this is resonating with you, I want you to put in the comments below something that you know you want, but you haven't taken action toward yet. And I want to work with you to figure out what it is that is holding you back. I can tell you right now, it's you. But how is it that you're holding yourself back? And what can you do? Contemplate this a little bit. What can you do to just slow down and allow all those emotions to come in and sit with you? Friends, sit at your table and share the wisdom that they have to bring, so that then you can take deliberate, aligned action and living the life that you have always dreamed of. You are on the right path. You have your compass. You have your compass here in your body, and you already know the way. I love you. Thank you for being here, and press the like button below. If you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. Sending you lots of hugs. And please share it if it resonates, or if you have somebody in your life that you feel like could hear this message. We'll talk soon.